Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video, we're going to be doing a simple spring nail art design using gel polish. So I really hope you all enjoy watching. Now, very recently, Kiki London launched their new rubber coloured bases. So these are rubber base coats that are all coloured. I very recently swatched these over on the Kiki London YouTube channel. So I will leave that link in the description below for you guys to check out. But I wanted to quickly show you guys here because I'm going to be using this one today and I'm absolutely loving them. You can use these as a two-step manicure, so you don't have to put colour over the top of them, but of course you can if you want to. There are 8 new shades and I'm especially loving this first one as it's a gorgeous milky white. They have a really nice consistency and they are great for anyone with weak or brittle nails, or if you've got clients or yourself that are wanting a little bit of extra strength. So let's jump into the video. Now, if you were working on yourself or a client, you would do all your natural nail prep to begin with. But because I'm working on a practice hand, I'm going to come straight in with the base coat. So as these are coloured base coats, I'm not going to be putting a colour over the top on these 2 nails. So the middle and the ring finger, we're simply going to be using this beautiful milky white rubber base coat. So I'm coming in first of all and I'm applying a thin first layer. Now you can see it's a fairly sheer to medium opaque coverage. It's not too sheer, it can be built up, especially once you come in and apply a second coat of colour. But when I first see this colour, I thought it would be brilliant for doing any kind of milky white design, or if you're wanting to do like a hidden glitter design. In this case today, we're going to be using some gold leaf. So I'm going to cure that first coat for 30 seconds. And then on the pointer and ring finger, I'm going to use my classic clear rubber base coat. So these rubber base coats, the clear one anyway, has been my holy grail nail product ever since I discovered the Kiki London clear rubber base coat. It really is an amazing product. I find on my natural nails, it really adds an extra layer of strength. I naturally have quite weak and thin nails, and this has really helped strengthen them, especially when I use it on a regular basis. I also was one of those kind of people who was really prone to chipping with my gel polish, and this has eliminated that. So I was super excited when I heard they were launching the coloured rubber bases. Now that I've got that first rubber base layer down, I'm going to cure all of these for 30 seconds. And on the middle and the ring finger, I'm going to come in with some gold leaf. So this particular gold leaf is from Charlie's Nail Art. I bought this tiny pot of gold leaf ages ago and it has just lasted forever because a little bit really goes a long way. Now the rubber bases have quite a high tack inhibition layer, so I haven't got to add any additional product to them to apply my foils. Sometimes, sorry, not foils, gold leaf. Sometimes when I'm applying additional nail art on top of gel polish, I'll put a thin wet layer of base coat down, but I didn't feel as though I needed to due to that high tacky inhibition layer. So I'm tapping on my gold leaf. I want some to frame around the cuticle and around the tip of the nail. Now I've put quite a large piece down and I'm able to just break it up and burnish it in using my round nail art brush, which is also from Kiki London. I do have a discount code for Kiki London which gets you 10% off, so I always leave that in my description box below. Now I want my gold leaf to have that hidden milky look. That's why I've popped it down on the first layer of colour, because then I'm going to come over the top with another layer of the 01 rubber base coat. Now if you didn't want the milky look, if you wanted that gold to stand out a little bit more, you could pop it over the top of this second layer of colour. It just depends on the look and the design you're going for. I personally really love this hidden milky effect that's around a lot lately, so that's why I've popped it in between my 2 layers of the milky white rubber base coat. So I'm just applying a second thin coat of colour, and as you can see, where it is fairly sheer, you're not hiding that gold leaf too much, but you can see in the center of the nail where there are the 2 coats of color, the white really does pop a lot more, but it still has that milky effect rather than a bright white, which I personally really love. So whenever you're working with your product around your cuticle areas, you want to make sure that you're being really careful, getting as close as you can with the cuticle without getting any product on the skin. If you do get any product on your skin or your cuticles, just make sure to remove that with some alcohol before curing. So I'm then going to pop that coat in to cure for 30 seconds, and this is what they are looking like so far. Then over the top of that, I'm going to apply some of these little flower water decals. These are from Miss Lucy. I do believe these ones are called Abstract Minimalist, but I will double check and leave the name and the link to Miss Lucy in the description box below. She has an amazing selection of water decals, and she has just launched a new spring collection, which looks amazing as well. I do also have a discount code for her, so I'll leave that below as well in case you are wanting to check them out. Now, I'm absolutely loving applying water decals with the stamper method. It's just so easy. So I place my image down onto the stamping plate, apply a little bit of water, and I wait around 10-20 seconds. So here you'll see it again. I'm just pushing that image down face down onto my jelly stamper, just dampening the back of it with some room temperature water, and then I wait around 10-20 seconds, and then that backing paper slides easily off the image, and I'm able to just press that down onto the nail. Like I said as well, because the rubber bases have quite a tacky inhibition layer, it really grabs hold of your water decal and secures them in place. Now on to the pointer and the little finger, I'm going to be using this gorgeous colour called Lilac Lover. I really wanted to add a pop of purple to this set, but I wanted to keep it fairly soft. I don't feel as though I'm ready to go in with the full-on pastels just yet because it isn't feeling very spring right now, but I loved this colour, so I went for a more deeper purple for today's set. So I'm just going to apply a thin first coat of this colour. Now I noticed this colour was super highly pigmented, but I did still, however, come in and do 2 coats just to make sure I had a nice even coverage. Now, one of the things about the nude colour bases, or sorry, the coloured rubber bases, is you can pop a colour over the top of them. So if I had have technically, instead of using the clear rubber base, used one of the nude colours, I probably would have only needed 1 coat of this colour, but I just didn't think when I was doing the set. So that's definitely something I will try and show you guys again soon. Or if you head on over to the Kiki London YouTube channel, I do videos there every single Friday, and I have a lot more of their content, so I might pop it up on that channel instead. Now that I've cured the first coat of colour, I'm going to come in with the second coat. I'm really struggling to get my words out today, so I'm sorry if the video sounds a little bit jumbled. So once I've applied the second coat of colour, we're going to pop this in to cure for 30 seconds, and then we're also going to pop a little bit of nail art over the top of these 2 nails as well, because for this set I wanted to keep the gel polish fairly simple and just focus on top nail art, as I feel as though that's really quick and easy and salon friendly as well. So I'm going to take the Kiki London foil gel and just apply a thin layer of this to the entire nail. We are only going to be applying the foils around the cuticle areas, but I do just find applying a layer to the entire nail gives you a bit more of an even coverage. Now I only need to cure my foil gel for 30 seconds. I'm using the Kiki London Deluxe LED lamp. If you are using a different lamp, you may need to play around with your timings because foil gel can be a bit funny. Sometimes if you overcure it, it doesn't work, and if you undercure it, it doesn't work. The Kiki London foil gel has been tested with the Kiki London lamps, so I always find a 30-second cure works perfectly, but if you're using a different lamp, you may need to play around with your curing times. So I'm just going to very gently tap this foil on around the cuticle and coming up the side walls, kind of just creating that frame effect similar to what we did on the pointer and the little finger. Nope, sorry, the pointer and the ring finger. I really can't get my words out today. My brain has been a bit of a jumble the past week. I feel as though my anxiety is just through the roof. Everything that's going on in the news all is very bad news. And it's just really affecting me the last week. So I feel I've put off doing this voiceover till the very last minute because I knew that I would just struggle to get my words out today. So I do apologise, and I do hope you're all keeping safe and well as well. I know that it's a really tough time for lots of people right now. Now I did just clean up with a little bit of alcohol to remove any of the foils that I didn't want on the nail, and I just cleaned up around the cuticle area as well. Then I'm going to finish off with a teeny tiny little bit of stamping. So I'm using the Born Pretty decoration plate. I really love this plate. It's got some really pretty images on there. I'm simply just going to be using the little leaf, as though I felt as though it tied in with the florals on the middle and ring finger. So I always like to give my plate a clean with some acetone before I come in and apply my stamping polish. Then I've applied the Nicole Diary white stamping polish, scraped, and as you can see, that image has picked up really easily. I find since using the clear jelly rubber stamper, I don't have any problems at all with any of my pickup. I use a variety of plates. I've got some Born Pretty ones, some Nicole Diary ones, some CJS ones, and I find as though I've not struggled picking up any images since using my clear jelly stamper. I've also been using this white stamping polish from Nicole Diary for ages as well now. It's just lasted forever, and I find this a brilliant stamping polish to work with. I do also love the CJS and the Born Pretty ones as well. If you do have any recommendations for stamping products that you'd like to see, pop them in the comments below, as I'm really loving stamping. I do want to try and get some more videos out doing it. When it comes to pressing down my image, I like to just press down, do like a little rock and a little shuffle, and then pull up my stamper, and I find that it gets a nice transfer. So this is what the nails are looking like now we've done all the design. So we're going to come in and top coat. Now on the middle and the ring finger, I'm going to be using the Kiki London No Wipe rubber top coat. The rubber top coat is my go-to top coat for sealing in any on top nail art. So things like foils, water decals. However, on the pointer and the little finger, I wanted a matte finish. So I am going to use the matte top coat on those two nails. So with the rubber top coat, I like to just float it over and then work it in with my brush. It has a beautiful consistency, and I find it really high shine considering it's a rubber top coat. Like I said, I'm going to be using the No Wipe matte top coat. This is my go-to matte. It gives off such a beautiful matte finish, and I find it stays matte whilst you're wearing it as well. Some matte top coats can end up looking a little bit not shiny but not matte after a while. However, I find this one does stay nice and matte. So because I'm popping it over the stamping, I'm kind of just floating it on, because stamping can sometimes sort of spread when you apply a matte top coat. I don't find it too much with this one, but I do just like to float it on. And then once cured, this is the finished result. I thought they looked super cute, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really hope you are all doing okay, and I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment below, and I shall see you all again in the next one. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.